Welcome into another Northwest Missouri State football update here on ThompsonsTake.com. Also on the Thompsons Take Facebook page and YouTube channel. My name is Matt Thompson, checking in with you here as always. Well, as many of you already know, last Saturday the Bearcats defeated Ferris State. 35-20 was the final in that game, and the Bearcats will play in yet another national championship game coming up in just 3 days. Last Saturday, the Bearcats' depth was tested as 3 starting players were banged up in the first half, including starting quarterback Kyle Zimmerman and wide receiver George Seal. And on the defensive side of the ball, the Bearcats lost cornerback Marcus Jones. Now, over the last few years, the Bearcats have had some big blowout victories, and Bearcat fans will remember that last year, in fact, in the national championship, they blew out Shepherd 34-7. Now, with that being said, last Saturday was not a blowout walk-in-the-park victory for Northwest. As I said earlier, they were dealing with injuries, and early in the second quarter, they found themselves trailing 13-7. But what do great teams do when things get tough? They grind, they dig in, they trust the next man up, and they find a way to win. Speaking of the next man up, cue Jonathan Baker. When Kyle Zimmerman went down, Baker, along with Randy Schmidt, took over. Baker went 18-24 for 139 yards and a touchdown, while Schmidt completed 4 of 5 passes for 26 yards and also led the Bearcats' rushing attack with 13 carries for 71 yards. Randy Schmidt had a touchdown as well. Now, I want to take just a closer look at this situation. Your team is trailing 13-7. A trip to the national championship game is on the line, and all of a sudden, hey, you're up, Mr. Baker. No pressure, right? Well, if Baker was feeling the pressure, it didn't show. He and Schmidt helped orchestrate a 10-play drive ending on a 19-yard touchdown pass to Shane Williams. Baker went 6 for 6 in the second quarter, and by halftime, the Bearcats had a 21-13 lead. But Ferris State, who came in having won 12 games, scored again and made it a 1-point game with about 10 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The score would stay that way until the final seconds of that quarter when Cameron Wilcox found his way into the end zone on a 1-yard burst. Now, that was a huge drive for Northwest. They started that drive on their own 16 and marched 84 yards for the score. At that point, the momentum had clearly shifted to Northwest, and the defense, that great Northwest Bearcat defense, dug in, and Phil Jackson on the offensive side added a 10-yard touchdown run to seal the victory. It wasn't the prettiest game at times, but I find it really impressive that the Bearcats were able to regroup, stick together, and find a way to beat a tough opponent in Ferris State. It says a lot about their depth and their coaching staff. If the Bearcats can earn just one more victory, that will mean that they will be national champions for a second straight year. They will take on North Alabama from Children's Mercy Park in Kansas City. Kickoff is scheduled for 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Here is to another exciting game, and knock on wood, another national championship victory for the Bearcats. Well, that will do it for this edition of the Northwest Update here on ThompsonsTake.com, also on the Thompsons Take Facebook page and YouTube channel. Be sure to stay connected to Thompsons Take on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. As always, all shares are appreciated. Thanks a lot, guys.